Woohoo! Hello, Anna Stropnik here, and I just wanted to say I graduated the first grade. So if you're a homeschooling mom, or if you had to be a homeschooling mom during this pandemic for whatever period of time, I got you. I actually homeschooled my son ever since the school closed, and this week was our graduation. So I'm really glad it's over. And oh my gosh, I'm gonna share with you some of the tips that have worked for me, but I'm also going to share with you what I learned. I mean, this was really a learning experience. Oh my gosh. You know, I never ever in my life thought that I was gonna have to homeschool. It just wasn't for me. But then again, I did not want him to be in school, and with everything that was going on, you know, I just thought it was safer, and I have the ability because I work from home to actually do it. So it was really a good experience for me, because now I'm able to learn how they learn. And you know, I have always thought, how do you teach your kid, especially English is my second language, so I'm like, how do you teach your kids to read? How do you teach your kids to write words? It was and especially he finished the kindergarten and the first grade at home. So oh my gosh, what I can tell you is these kids are super kids. They're super kids. They learn how to use computers. They learn so much in this period of time. And you know, some may think that they're gonna stay behind. I don't think so. I think this was a great experience for them, and you know, they learned how to adapt to the most difficult and strange situations. So if you're first ever watching any of my live any of my videos, my name is Anna Stropnik, and I help busy moms start a side hustle to make online profits without missing family time fun. And if you are on my blog, which is annastropnik.com, over there I have 7 ways for moms to make money from home that all the moms are taking advantage of now, especially now in 2021, where things are a lot different. So if you are somebody who is a working mom, or maybe temporarily working from home, or maybe not even working because you're taking care of your kids, I have put together this guide for you, because in there I actually share with you what are some of the ways that you can create additional income, and you can stay home with your kids and create the freedom and create actually the schedule that works for you, but you don't have to spend countless hours going back to school or investing a lot to actually start the business. You can start this immediately. So if this would be helpful, just go on annastropnik.com and you can download that for free. So these are the 3 things that I would advise for any homeschooling mom that have worked for me. So put your kid, number 1 is put your kid on a really good schedule. So for me, I figured, since my kid is at home and you know, they don't have to take breaks, their teacher doesn't have to go in and out and all of that, they kind of in school they're stretched with their stuff that they have going on. They have recess, they have this, they have that until 2 o'clock or whatever time the school finishes. But I was like, well, if I can get him right so he can actually get his tasks back to back and done sooner, that he will have that reward of being done earlier than his kids than his friends in school, so he can take longer breaks. He can get his maybe electronics to play after he's done with everything else as a reward. So, or play outside or go swimming in a pool, not always electronics, right? So that was my thing, you know, have them on a schedule. So, you know, tell them, okay, this is you tell them. I tell my son every morning, I look at his schedule and I tell them, okay, you have this, you have that, you have this, you have that, and then would you rather, because they have a choice sometimes, you know, would you rather do Ook Island or iReady? And then they finish everything, they have preference, what they like to do, what they don't like to do, so they want to maybe get like the difficult thing out of the way first or the other way around, it doesn't matter. But as long as they do it like quickly, so it doesn't drag throughout the whole day. So I like that. Number two is, like my kids were both home this whole year, but it doesn't mean that they were not socially interacting with other kids. We would always, so that's my tip number two, is like go out, go to the parks, go take them to the store, take them to the beach, anything that you can. My son practices karate, so we all go over there, and that is his interaction time with other kids. This is so important that they still keep together with their friends. In the beginning of pandemic, we were actually doing like little Zoom calls, and parents and kids get together over Zoom. But now that things are kind of getting better, we can do more things. So that's my number two. And then also, it's like sometimes you have to just you have to be adaptable, because what happens if you're working from home and you have a boss that's calling you, maybe you have like internet problem, and then your kid has a test at the same time, and like in my case, I have a 2-year-old that maybe needs milk or needs changing or something, and it happens all at the same time. So you got to be flexible, you got to be able to kind of maneuver all of these things around that happen to you. So that is my tip, like be flexible, and don't be like so rigid on like how the things have to be. It will all turn out fine in the end. But let me tell you, I'm so grateful that he's going back to school now. Things are getting back to normal. So I'm celebrating that we graduated. So what I learned is like I shared with you, I learned a lot on how to teach your kid math, how do they learn, how they actually solve these problems, how to teach them sight words and reading and writing and like creating stories, and practice for spell test, help them actually practice for their math. So for me it's going to be much easier now in the 2nd grade and further, and with my daughter when she starts school, so I can actually be ahead and show her everything that she needs to know. So if this was helpful to you, feel free to share, smash that share button, share it with somebody that you know that might benefit, and also feel free to subscribe. On my channel I share a lot of mom tips in particular that are helpful to moms. I also help them create an extra income working from home online without interfering with what they're currently doing. And go over on my blog as well, annastropnik.com, and there you can download that free guide that I mentioned. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of the day.